Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got game 1 of a best of 3. It's from the Zotac Cup and is between Millennium's Adelscott, who is the orange Protoss player in the lower right, and EmpireBratOK, who is the red Terran in the top left. So this means that it is a PvT, a matchup I thoroughly undercast, but it's going to be pretty awesome. The map of course is Teldarim Altar, and what does that mean? Well, it's a really big map. I'm not sure if it's forced cross spawns. I don't think it is, but obviously if it is, then the players will know. It's really like a huge distance across this map in any direction, which basically means we should in theory see a bit more of a macro game, but likewise, because players may expect that, you can see things go a bit more funky. So what can we expect from these two players? Well, firstly, let's look at this from Braddock's point of view. What he's going to do is basically rush out Stim really as quickly as he can and then get some medevacs up. And the reason for that is basically Stimmed Marine Marauder wrecks gateway units. Like, it's what you have to do. Then obviously on Adele's side, well, what he's going to be aiming to do is get up those gateway units quickly and then either move into Colossi or High Templar to deal with that big Marine Marauder ball. And then Braddock's response to that is either Vikings for the Colossi or Ghosts for the High Templar. So those are really the kind of options in how it will play out. Obviously there are more variations depending on what happens, but to be honest, that's the kind of main goals for both of these players will be headed for, as long as we don't have any kind of really early aggression or anything like that. So both players getting the one gas down, everything fairly normal. Nothing, you don't tend to see too many like expansion first builds in TvP, just because it's really risky to do that. So we probably won't be seeing anything like that obviously in any of these games. Now, while we've got this kind of bit of downtime, let me use this to say, if you like these videos, please hit the thumbs up button. That'd be super helpful for me. And also what would be even more cool is if you subscribed. I get new levels, new high level games up every single day. God, it helps if you can like speak properly. So obviously I wouldn't want you to miss any of those, and if you like my casting, obviously it'd be great for the support. And also leave a cool comment or tweet me. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So at the moment we do just have these workers moving out, just having a little look around, trying to see what they can find. This Marine guarding the ramp really well, and obviously not forced cross spawns by the fact that these workers are going everywhere and anywhere. Now this is a neat little trick just running by the watchtower, just so you get kind of a quick bit of vision, because obviously if a worker was moving across map, you pick it up there, or you'd have a chance to. Meanwhile the zealots down there, we do just have the warp gate tech getting chrono boosted out. We've got a second gateway being added on here. Meanwhile though, up at Braddock's base, he's getting out that reactor and also a factory. So this is quite interesting opening out of both of these players, both being a bit more defensive, sticking on one base as long as really feasible. And from there, they're probably both going to try and put on a bit of aggression. I mean, the fact that there's now 3 gates out and the second gas on its way, that is going to be really quite a nice pressure build. But this SCV will scout absolutely everything. This isn't an all-in by any means, it's just 3 gates is able to deal an awful lot. And once this probe spots the Marines here, we'll try and pull back and plant down a pylon somewhere. And actually, literally as I was saying that, this is going to be pretty much an all-in 4 warp gates. Obviously there is that second gas though, so it's not a complete 4 gate or a full gate or all-in or anything like that. It's just going to be a very high pressure build. And obviously Adele is going to be going for the more gas heavy build out of that. Now we do have the tech lab down, we do have reactor head-ins on their way, we've got Stim just starting and a second barracks in production. So obviously it's going to be very interesting to see how Braddock defends this, if he can at all. Obviously if he does though, and he comes off with relatively low losses, he's going to be in a good spot. He does have this bunker. Now obviously that is going to help absolutely massively. We do now have the pylon coming down, we have all the warp gates finishing up. Warp gate tech is literally just about to finish any second. We've got all the warp gates ready and selected. Here we go, they all morph in literally instantly. Absolutely great timing play. And then this pylon should finish momentarily before, although these Hellions do spot it, they do go for the sentry. Obviously the Hellions are able to pick that off because they deal bonus damage to light units. More Stalkers getting warped in here, and basically now after seeing all 4 units warp in there, Basically, Braddock knows exactly what's up, but he's sending those Hellions forward in an attempt to try and poke through. There is a gap in the wall, and that could cause absolutely huge problems, but up come the Stalkers and everything, and it would appear that Adele doesn't notice in time, and now 4 Hellions are in his base. That is going to cause massive problems. The probes are being pulled, just trying to trap off as much as possible, but if they do line up, huge damage will be done, and of course this is an entire wave of Stalkers being forced to build in his base, which means they will not be involved in the attack, but just so many probes getting taken down there. 14 taken down already. If we take a look at the work count, that's 23 to 13 in Braddock's favour. So if he holds this push, he's going to be in a mighty fine position. And here we will see all of those SCVs down, just trying to repair up the wall off. And now we do have everything there. And, well, this is pretty good. And Adele not blocked, I assume referring to the fact there that it wasn't blocked. So now obviously Adele pretty much on the ropes. It's going to be incredibly hard to come back from this, especially because of the fact that just so much production is on its way. I mean, we've got that factory moving over, we've got the starport, we've got both of these barracks going, mass marine marauder. Stim is only a couple of seconds away, and once that finishes, any kind of gateway pressure gets really shut down hard. Obviously Adele is going to try and stack up the units, but the problem is this harvester count is just so far behind economically. It's going to cause absolutely massive problems. And well, what can Adele do? Well, everything that is going on now is really the limit. Just try and do as much damage as possible. Pro production's being cut here as well. SCVs are being pulled, ready to repair the bunker. The additional bunkers being built as well, so Braddock doesn't get supply blocked. And this is just great play. Really liking it, but of course the concern is that Braddock temporarily supply blocked. He's got quite a few things in there. The force fields are good, but the units managing to come out in front. Stim is done, just doing absolutely massive damage. The Marauders doing huge amounts. That bunker's still up, and that is the big problem. And of course more SUVs are being pulled, and there's the GG from Adele. So Braddock did an absolutely amazing job defending that there. Those Hellions getting in are what I think won in the game. So that was game 1. Flick over to my channel to find game 2, and I will see you there any second.